G'day out there and welcome to this Learn Some Josh Dunn lesson. It's Chlorine by 21 Pilots. In the very beginning of this song, we have a drum sample that has a really washy ride cymbal to it. I think it's playing 16th notes, but if that's too many notes for you to play, you could scale it back and just play 1 EN, 2 EN, 3 EN, 4 EN, because I think that still captures the sound. Anyway, let me stop talking and I'll play this for you slowly. Moving on, we're into what I guess is our chorus, right at the beginning. And this groove we use a fair bit. I think once again I can hear 16th notes, but in a sec I'll show you an 8th note version as well. And the next 4 bars are very similar, they sound like this. So if those 16th notes on the hi-hats are too fast, you could definitely play 8th notes. And if you're going to do that, I reckon you should try and bring out the accent that I can kind of hear in the hi-hats. And so you would end up with something that sounds like this. Those accents on the hi-hats definitely add another level to this groove and make it sound even more like the actual song. Moving on, we've got an offbeat hi-hat groove and a lot of ghosted snare drums, and it goes a little something like this. So we play through that for 4 times for this section, and then in the next section I can hear hi-hats, but I can also hear that sample from the intro come back in. So I've written it on the hi-hats, but if you want to add 16ths on your ride cymbal, you can definitely do that. There's not too many kick drums, so hopefully we can knock it over really easily. From there we go back through our chorus just the same as we did the first time around, and then we move on once again to our offbeat hi-hat pattern. It's just changed a tiny bit, there's a couple of extra kick drums in there, so I'll play through it. So that beat might be a bit of a coordination challenge, and if it is giving you problems, just pause this video where the transcription is and work on it over and over and over again until you can nail it. Moving on, once again we're into our quieter, spacey kind of groove. I'll play that for you one more time. The next bit to look at is kind of the rap section, I guess. It's another verse basically, and we're playing a very similar groove to the chorus, but there's a few different stops, so I'll play through it now. From that rap section, we're back into our chorus groove once again, and then into a bit of an instrumental section as well. There's just one change I can hear in the drums, and it happens in the 6th bar of that chorus pattern. So I'll play the 5th and 6th bar for you now. After that, we drop out for ages and we've just got vocals and some nice instrumental music going on. When the drums do come back in, we're playing this big halftime groove. So I've written it as halftime, which might be a little bit confusing, but at least this way you'll be able to tell that it's a lot slower than the 16th notes and you'll be able to figure it out. I'll play the next 8 bars slowly and then I'll put it all back together. Now those 8 bars up to speed. And there we go, those are all the main bits in the drums for Chlorine by 21 Pilots. It's a pretty simple song structure as far as the drums are concerned, so hopefully that means you can learn this song really easily and be jamming in no time. Happy practicing everybody, I'll see you at the next lesson.